Hi there, it's William Oliver here, and I'm the author of the book, Law of Focus for Golfers, The Science of Lowering Your Handicap. I'm really excited that you're checking out this video because I understand the power of the inner game of golf and how it can support you in improving your game. You know, I've been working with golfers for the last 2 years, and one of the professional golfers that I'm working with down in the States, it's amazing how after she's learned a lot of these techniques, and one of which I'm going to share with you right now, how her game has improved so much. You know, most golfers spend all their time focusing on the mechanics of the golf swing, and they tinker around each and every year, and for some reason their game just doesn't improve. They never hit the ball better. You know, it's peaks and valleys, right? They hit it better for a month, but then they go right back to hitting it worse. And she was experiencing similar results. But what we did is we started really focusing on the mental game of golf. And that's where improvements over a long period of time really start to work. So the following training tip that I'm going to share with you is a tip that I share in my book, Law of Focus for Golfers. I'm just going to expand on it a little bit more. And it's a training tip that you can use on the driving range to really improve your ability to hit the ball straight and on target. Because as I was saying, you know, most golfers go to the driving range and they start hitting ball after ball, and it's right and it's left and it's right and it's left. It's all over the place. And they never improve their golf game. But, you know, professional golfers, what they really excel at being able to do is hitting their ball straight and on target. You know, most of the time they're only off by 5 to 10 feet. So how is it that they are able to do this? Well, allow me to share that with you right now. The 3-step focused golf shot is all about hitting the ball more consistently straight. And the way it works is step number 1, what you must do is you must stand behind the ball before you hit your shot. And as you're standing behind the ball, you need to look at your target and pick out an exact target that you want to hit your ball to. Now, most golfers don't even actually pick a target that they want to hit the ball to. You know, they stand behind the ball and then they look off into the distance and they just start hitting balls and they're going left and right all over the place, but they never ever pick a target. So what you want to do is you want to pick an exact target that you want to hit the ball to. Now, if you decide to hit the ball to a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch on that tree, okay? If you decide to hit the ball to a green, don't just pick the green. Pick somewhere on the green that you want to hit your ball to. You see, precision will get your brain to really start to focus in on the result that it wants to achieve. And it's that process of picking a very, very small target to focus on that will get your brain to really focus, right? And that's what most people ask me when I start coaching them, is that they want to improve their focus. And so they ask that question, how do I improve my focus? Well, there's one primary way that you can improve your focus, is start to focus on smaller targets. So after you've picked your target and you've made it really precise, you're still standing behind the ball, what you want to do is you actually want to walk up to your ball, stand beside your ball, and take a posture beside the ball. And the next step in the 3-step focused golf shot is that you want to get your alignment right. You see, most golfers, they just step up to the ball and hit it. They have no idea where their shoulders, their hips, and their feet are pointed. And what in most cases happens is that when golfers are not hitting the ball straight, their alignment is off. Okay? So if you're not hitting the ball straight, first thing that you want to check is your alignment. Where are your feet pointed? Because when I go to the driving range with a lot of golfers, you know, they say, hey, I'm aligned right at the target. I mean, I'm looking there. Right, you're looking there, but where are your feet aimed? Because if your feet are aimed way off to the left, right? Way off to the left, and you're looking straight at your target, then what's going to happen is that you're going to hit a swoop and slice, right? And if you're aimed way off to the right, and you're looking at your target, wow, you're going to hit a swoop and hook. So that's what's most of the time what's happening. And the problem I think a lot of golfers have is they don't know how to align themselves right at their target. So here are a couple tips. Tip number 1, lay a club down parallel left of your intended target, assuming that you're a right-handed golfer, of course, but parallel left of your intended target. And then what you want to do is you want to line up your feet with that club that you've laid down, and your hips and your shoulders. So everything should be lined straight at your intended, or parallel left of your intended target. Now, a lot of golfers are very good at looking at their intended target, okay? And you can use that to your advantage. And here's a great way, tip number 2 for making sure that your shoulders are really aligned. And then you can just line up your hips and your feet to where your shoulders are. But to make sure that your shoulders are really aligned, just take your stance over the ball and then simply turn your head towards where you want to hit your ball. And if you're right when your head touches your shoulder, and if you're looking parallel left of your intended target, then you know your shoulders, right? Your shoulders are both parallel left of your intended target. So that's a great way to do that. You know, and if your chin doesn't get to where it touches your shoulder, then what you can do is just go until you can't rotate any longer. And that's usually about directly parallel left of your intended target. And then just line up the rest of your body with that. So that's step number 2, is get your alignment right. And step number 3, and the most important step of the entire process, is to ensure and just focus so much on making sure that your chest, your eyes, and your entire body is focused on your intended target after you hit your shot. Because what happens most of the time for most golfers is what they will do is they'll do the old follow the ball trick. They'll hit their ball and then they'll look, where did it go, where did it go, right? And their whole body, their shoulders, their whole body, everything, their eyes start to focus on where the ball went. And then what happens is that over time you train your body to start focusing on where the ball is going, not where you want it to go. Alright? So now you've conditioned yourself to hit the ball way off to the right, way off to the left. And you've trained your body to search around it like, hey, where's the ball going? Where's the ball going? Instead of, number 1, again, focusing on your intended target. Number 2, getting your alignment right. And number 3, focusing on that target after you hit the shot, regardless of where the ball goes. So if the ball goes way off to the right or way off to the left, who cares? Let the ball go where it's supposed to go. You keep your focus on your intended target. And you know, some people say, well, that's crazy, I'm going to lose so many golf balls. Right? You're at the driving range. This is a driving range technique. So just use this at the driving range. But the more you're able to do this, the more you're going to be able to bring this to your golf game. So do this at the driving range. And here's a last little bit. If you don't focus on if you continue to focus on where your ball goes after you hit it, do this one thing. Okay? Imagine you hit the ball way off to the right and you start looking way off to the right. Just go like this. Just give yourself a nice little tap and hit your face back to your focus area. And if you do this over and over and again, right, then your mind is going to start to link up, hey, looking off to the right when I hit the ball off to the right is not a good idea because he's telling me each time I do that, right? And if you want, you can increase how hard you're hitting yourself on the side of the face. I don't really recommend you getting to a point that you have hand slaps on the side of your face and you can see your marks, but get to a point where you're really putting some effort into that so that you're training your mind to hit the ball straight. Now, if you follow these 3 steps on a consistent basis, I have a guarantee for you, my friend, you will hit the ball straighter than you've hit it before, and even to a point that you will consistently hit the ball within 5 to 10 feet of your intended target. So I hope you had fun with that little training tip, and I look forward to giving you more tips in the future that will help you to improve your golf game. For now, go out there and play with passion and focus. Bye for now.